Welcome and hello. I am your host, Viveca Gravel, Community Development Coordinator for the City of Owen Sound. And I'm sitting here with our River District podcast guests this morning with Jen Wright and Melissa Crannie. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
So good.
So good?
Yeah.
So good.
So a little bit of history here. I currently work about a foot away from the both of you.
We're tight.
We yes. And so I've brought them in today to tell us a little bit about what they do for the city, what they do for the River District, how they're involved, and how we all work together. So how's it going?
It's going good. So good. It's busy.
It is. Things are happening. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, we're all glad that things are happening again, right?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had a big year so far. Can you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves and what you do and how people can, be involved with the city, that kind of stuff?
Sure. Jen, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm Jen Wright. I'm the Events and Activation Coordinator with the City of Owen Sound, and I've been in this position since May of 2021. And coming out of, obviously, the pandemic, I'm looking at revitalizing our event structure and the events that the City of Owen Sound does. And so, yeah, we're busy. It's good to be busy. It's good to have events back. It's good to have live music back. And I think that the community is embracing that. They're coming out to support that, and it's great to see.
Yeah.
In droves. It's great to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is really awesome. I mean, this city, if nothing else, is a music city for sure, and we love our live music and our local music. So thanks to Jen, who works so hard on bringing all of that for all of us to listen to. Melissa, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and what you do?
Sure. So my name is Melissa Crannie. I'm the Tourism Marketing Coordinator for Owen Sound, and I think I've been in this role it's going on 4 years now. I still feel like I'm new, but I guess 4 years means you're a little bit seasoned. So I've been here for a little bit. The pandemic was a big part, so I feel like we didn't get out there and do a whole lot for a couple of years, but we're back and we're happy. So what I look after is marketing Owen Sound, our tourism aspects, events and different activities. I also look after the tourism office, so the visitor center, which also houses the Marine and Rail Museum. We have tourism ambassadors who are there for the summer, so I kind of manage them and get us out into the community and make plans for, year-round, but summer events, and just kind of support the River District and work together and bringing events, supporting our events coordinator as well, and just making sure we're out in the community, getting our information out, helping people, and just making Owen Sound the place you want to come and visit. I suppose is kind of sums it up. I don't know, maybe I forgot something in there, but
Where you want to live and where you want to work.
And play.
That's right. Okay, so, I mean, why don't we get right into the nitty-gritty? What are some of the things that you guys have brought quite literally to the table for those of you listening? Jen has a pile of things on the desk here, and they both have notes. So, I mean, had they not come prepared, I would have razzed them later. They know that. So, Jen, why don't you get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty, talk about some of the events, how long they've been going on, who can come, when they happen, kind of those overall kind of umbrella details that would be important for people to know year after year.
For sure. So let's start off with our July 1st Canada Day celebrations. It's been going on for years in Owen Sound, but it's kind of been a bit of a different hybrid event over the years, and it seems to, go from maybe a 2 or 3 day event like we've just had for the Waterfront Festival to a single Canada Day event, always at Kelso Beach. Lots of family fun activities, vendors, the fireworks, live entertainment. It's something that Owen Sound and the communities outside of Owen Sound really look forward to. The fireworks are always a spectacular display. They go on for about 30 minutes, which is one of the biggest in the area, so it is a big draw. So after that, we start our Music at the Market, which is held in the River District, and those are July and July and August, Thursdays and Fridays from noon to 2 p.m. We have live free entertainment in the Market Square at the Owen Sound Farmers Market. So that is also something that is really well attended, and thank you. And it's out. I know it's outside, so it is weather dependent. But we do have people who come. Doesn't matter the weather. They come every week. They love the live music. They bring their lawn chairs. They grab their lunch from a River District cafe or business, and come out to enjoy the live entertainment, which is lovely to see. And we are so glad that we are back. Then we head over to the Owen Sound Visitor Center for TD Harbor Nights, and that's Sunday nights starting at 7 o'clock, and that runs for 12 weeks throughout the summer, starting mid-June, and it ends at the end of August.
Yeah, now you do have plans in case of inclement weather, of course. For the farmers market, I know that you guys can open up the garage doors there.
Yep.
Usually move the entertainment inside, and people can sit under the overhang. What is the backup plan usually for Harbor Nights? So what has it been in the past?
So in the past, we've used the Owen Sound Legion, but we've also held one at the Georgian Bay Center for the Arts, which is also a lovely venue in the River District. It's just all dependent on the size of the band and the capacity that we can hold that night.
Right on. No, that sounds awesome. And so here it is, Jen bringing you live music, rain or shine, that's for sure.
Yep, exactly. And then we do have our Arts and Culture Awards. That it's a biannual event, and that happens at the Georgian Bay Center for the Arts as well. So we've just come out of that. So we'll be back 2024 for the next edition of the Arts and Culture Awards.
It's every 2 years?
Every 2 years,
okay.
Yep. And then we also have the New Year's Eve family event that happens at the YMCA and the Julie MacArthur. So that's another exciting event that the City of Owen Sound hosts. There's always free public skating, swimming, arts and crafts, cookie decorating. We have sometimes a juggler, musicians, entertainment that comes. So that's a really fun family event that our community also looks forward to each year.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you have to go to every year to figure out what's exactly going to be there, right?
Exactly.
Every year brings something more interesting and more entertaining. And the same, just circling back to Canada Day, about sometimes it's a longer festival, sometimes it's a shorter festival. I would imagine that whatever day of the week it falls on really has something to do with how long the festival would be. If it's a Wednesday, maybe it's not a long festival.
For sure. But we usually try to do a noon till 10 o'clock p.m. and have the live entertainment, vendors. As much as we see the support of our local community, it's also an opportunity for vendors also to make a little bit of money on their venture as well. So we love to see them out. And this year with the Waterfront Festival, we did see some vendors come from afar and some different food, different cuisine. So that was lovely as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we saw a lot of new vendors. And I mean, with the Hottest Street Sale as well, we saw a ton of new vendors come out. And that's a big draw for the city. And both of these women right here definitely played a part in helping me make that happen. So thank you. And thanks from the River District, because that's a huge event that is on every single year and takes a lot of person power. Melissa, why don't you get into a couple of details of things you work on throughout the year and that kind of stuff? So
we do have a variety of activities, not necessarily that happen every year, but some common ones that do happen annually. Coming up, I guess, in the fall is the Salmon Tour. And if you're not familiar with that, you know that we have the salmon run that goes right through Owen Sound. So we have the Mill Dam, which is a popular spot, a hot spot during fall with all the fall colors. People come from everywhere to come and see the salmon jump up the ladder. And so we kind of follow that migration pattern, and it's a pretty cool thing to see. So we do that. And you can come to the visitor center and we can sort of direct you where to go. You can drive it, cycle it, walk it. There's a variety of ways. You could even take a canoe and follow them along the river. So that's something coming up in the fall. Some activities sort of geared towards that I'll mention as things firm up that are kind of exciting. So if you watch the Owen Sound Tourism Events and Attractions Facebook page and at City of Owen Sound Instagram, That's where you'll find all the exciting things that are happening, and anything pertaining to the Salmon Tour will be released there. Another thing that happens, of course, we go and participate and are present at a variety of different events, whether they're city-run events or, Summer Folk is coming up in a few weeks, so you'll see us there. We usually have activations, activities for kids. We provide information. Our tourism ambassador students are wonderful. If you're new to the area or even if you're local and you're looking for something to do, they're pretty good at putting together some fun activities or pointing you in the right direction of some things to check out while you're here. So summer, fall, winter, you may be familiar with Savor Owen Sound. That is a big one for us. And the past couple of years, it's taken a little different approach, as we couldn't do indoor dining. So we did curbside and just sort of altered that event a little bit so we could still make it happen. And this past year was the highest attended or restaurant participation that we've ever had during the event.
Gangbusters.
It was amazing. People were happy to be out. People were happy to see their customers face to face again, which was really exciting. And so that's a fun event where we introduced a passport a couple of years ago. So you could visit so many restaurants, get your postcard punched, try a bunch of different restaurants and different tastes of the city, and submit it for some really great prizes. We had a $1,000 foodie gift basket, which was incredible, full of local merchandise and gift certificates. So that was really wonderful.
And about what time of year do you ask restaurants to start signing up?
So
about what time?
I'd say watch in about January,
Okay.
The end of January. Usually a post goes out on social media. If you participated in the past, we'll send out an email. But just watch. We do a media release and ask to restaurants, call to restaurants to sign up for that. So the more the merrier. We love having everyone take part in that. And it's a pretty good event for March, which is a great time to have people coming out. And another thing that happens as well is our Snow and Sound Frolics event, which this will be the third year going. We just make it sort of a fun, interactive, family-friendly adventure through Owen Sound with different bits of information, different locations that you can go and visit, some riddles and some fun facts and different things like that. Again, you can watch our social media channels to let you know about that and how to play and enter, and we just try to have lots of fun and interact with our community and make it a fun place to be.
So what you've heard here is that our jobs are incredibly boring.
Super.
And we never have any fun.
No.
No, honestly, the three of us get to probably have the most fun out of anyone in City Hall.
We do.
Best job ever.
Yeah, we get to meet a lot of really interesting people and do a lot of really interesting things,
Play on
like
Facebook
record
all day.
a podcast.
We have outdoor movie nights coming up too.
Yeah.
In
that's
the
a
River
fun one.
District at the Owen Sound Farmers Market.
Yeah, that's been happening for a couple of years now too,
Yep.
right? Yeah, and you've been adding themes to those and
Activities, lots of
lots of
fun
great
stuff
couple
coming up.
contests and those kinds of things that you've had in the past as well, which is really great.
The giveaways are awesome. Love the food.
Yeah,
the little
just a
snacks.
fun night for the family to,
It is.
to spend out there.
We
for
have a lot
sure.
planned for these 3 Thursday nights coming up in
Yeah.
August. Always August.
Always August. It's
Yeah.
the best weather, I guess.
And keep in mind with all of the events that we do, there are sponsorship opportunities for businesses if they're are looking to get involved, as well as volunteering. So that's one of the key components that I'm always looking for is
Yeah.
volunteers to help out at these different events, because you can't do it by yourself.
No, and I mean, they can reach out to you, and they can reach out if they even stop into the visitor center and they have questions about that. I can always send them to you, point them in
sure.
the right direction. There's always something that requires some community help. So
Yeah, and there's tons of students out there that just need hours for school and all that kind of stuff. Why not come and do something cool and
And fun.
interesting and
Yeah.
fun and meeting cool people and
Yeah, get
doing
out
cool
there.
things? I mean, I drew with chalk the other day for about an hour. Who can say that they do that in their grown-up job?
yeah,
I mean, I'm not a great grown-up, but here we are. Anyways.
Super
okay.
fun.
So
It
we're
is,
coming
yeah.
to the end of our time. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing what you do and things that you bring to the community, the River District, the City of Owen Sound. I think our listeners have had a really great time listening to you. If not, they can't say anything because they're on the other side of wherever they're watching us from. So if you want to really quickly just give us your contact details, how they can get a hold of you in general, websites, social media handles, those kinds of things.
Okay, so if you want to reach out to myself or anything tourism related, our social media channels, you can check out Owen Sound Tourism Events and Attractions on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, we're at City of Owen Sound, OS Tourism on Twitter, and we've just sort of started a TikTok account as well, which will be up and going, and we'll kind of let people know when that's up and ready to go. But you can find us that way, or just call Melissa, Crannie, City Hall. Email. I'm Crannie@owensound.ca.
Right on. And Jen?
jwright@owensound.ca.
Okay.
Same handles.
Yep.
And there is another email address that we can reach you at events?
Events@owensound.ca as well.
Perfect. And they manage the same social media accounts. So just to let you guys know. Well, that is the end of our time. Thank you again so much for coming in. I am your host, Viveca Gravel, Community Development Coordinator for the City of Owen Sound in the River District, and you can always find us at owensoundriverdistrict.ca and on our socials at riverdistrictos. Thanks so much for coming in, and we'll see you all next time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.